Andre Khatchaturian of Armenian Sports News, joined today with Hype Fighting CEO Armand Martirosian, zooming to us all the way from Sao Paulo, Brazil, straight off of Hype Fighting's event there earlier this week. Armand, how are you today?
Good, brother. Thank you. What about you?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. We were very excited for that Hype Fighting event in Brazil because Armand Tsarukyan got a big submission victory against Mohamed Mukayev. A lot of fun, very fun event, fun build up to the event. It was really cool how you guys set them up to square off in outside in Brazil with the scenery there. It was really fun. What did you think of the event?
Brother, I was a bit upset because of we had almost 4 days to promote this event. We wanted to put Georgio Poullas versus Arman, but the last moment he declined our offer. It was $2.6 million contract, but he declined it because he didn't believe us that we can pay so much money. But anyway, the Muhammad saved our event, and the hype around this event was huge, really. And I like how it goes in the internet, but I didn't like how it was at the stadium because we didn't have enough time to sell all tickets. It was the biggest arena in Rio de Janeiro and probably in Brazil. And first of all, I wanted to make a grappling match between Arman and Alex Pereira. But the UFC gave the Alex fight. It becomes impossible. That's why we did it with the other opponent.
But there's always challenges like this with fights. Despite all of the challenges, Poullas pulling out the last minute, only 3 or 4 days. Wouldn't you say it was still a success despite all of those hurdles?
Yeah, it was more than successful because the coverage in the internet was really huge. I think right now there are only 2 promotions that can make so much views: UFC and Hype Fighting. I don't know any other promotion who can build so much views in so short notice, in short time. When the hype event is set up, everyone waiting for this. I think right now the hype is the second promotion in the world.
It's so new too. You guys are growing so quickly. How has that been like, just this explosion of growth in such a short a period of time?
We started from the garage. We made fights at the garage for the YouTube, and our plan was every time we just wanted to shock the audience. So I don't want to make a medium events. I'm not interested in it. I want only to shock the audience. That's why we are growing so fast, because every our step is much bigger than previous.
You talked about Poullas last minute pulling out because he didn't believe you guys would be able to fulfill the $2.6 million contract. Was there any other reason he gave aside from that? And why do you think Armand still took his rematch at RAF despite him not fulfilling his obligation to fight in Brazil against him?
Yeah, it was only because of this match was created, in a rough league. So that's why I'm not so upset. If it was started in our league, then yes. But the justice is that they built this conflict, and I wanted to take it, but I couldn't. But it's okay. Right now, the next step for the high fighting, we want to make Armand Tsarukyan versus Dillon Danis, who is also half Armenian.
Yes. You said there's a 99% chance of that happening a few days ago. Has anything changed with regards to that in the last few days?
It is still 99%.
So what needs to happen for this to be approved?
Just waiting for signing contracts. Both of them are ready. Both of them wants it. Dillon Danis wanted it already half year, and Arman also wants it. And I think that it is the most interesting grappling match ever because all of us knows that Dillon is the high level grappler. He has no losses. He is for the Arman. It will be the hardest match that could ever been.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And Armand's 100% in. You're just kind of waiting for the Dillon Danis side to fulfill their
No,
contract.
brother. 99% Arman and 99 Dillon.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And question for you. I'm very interested because the one complaint I heard about the card at Hype in Brazil was that there were so many draws until Armand got his submission victory. Is there any indication that you might change the style so it's not a submission only, and maybe there will be point scoring or something of that kind?
No, I don't want. I just will fix one thing. We will make grappling matches only 10 minutes. So this last 2 minutes is the most important part of the match because some of them will get tired and there will be submission.
Yeah.
That's why there will be only 10 minutes matches.
Another guy I want to talk about, another Armenian fighter who made big headlines at Hype, Lev Sarkisyan, very passionate, emotional guy. What did you think of his antics during the press conference? There he is, it's Lev Sarkisyan. How are you?
Hi, brother, a future star.
It's very good to meet you, Lev.
I need some time.
We're
He's
gonna need to do an
European
interview with you someday.
Russian champion, black belt.
We gotta do an interview with you at some point.
Yeah, he will teach the English level much better, and he will give you an interview.
Well, I can tell from your passion in Russian during that press conference. You're really into this sport, and you're really growing quickly. So it's exciting to see you to level up and showcase your abilities at Hype last week. And so what was that rivalry with your opponent? How did that come up? You guys started yelling at each other, and was that did that happen before or kind of during the press conference?
I will explain. They had a deal. They talked with each other, and I created this match. And I said to them that we can make this match, but without submissions, because he has no trainings in jiu-jitsu, And we have a deal: one match without submission and one with submissions included. And we didn't want to say about it in the press conference. We had a deal, And he said, okay. And at the press conference, he decided to talk about it to the internet, He decided to go in this way. And that's why Lev goes crazy, because he had a deal.
So what ended up happening was you just kind of, there was obviously the match ended in a draw. Was that it? Is there going to be a rematch now, or?
After this match, he wants big money, It's also 99% of this match.
Really? Okay, good. Question for Lev. You got a lot of recognition online from that press conference and the fight. A lot of people saw those videos. Have you seen growth in your social media after that?
Он говорит, так много роликов про тебя вышло в интернете. И как ты вообще ощущаешь, насколько ты вырос в социальных сетях? Ну, смотрели период.
Я это никак не ощущаю, так как знаю, что у меня огромный потенциал, и благодаря моему другу я его в дальнейшем времени реализую и покажу гораздо больше, на что я способен.
He said that he is not impressed with this coverage because he knows that he has the big future, the big potential, and that's why he's really calm.
So there'll be bigger opportunities in the future. And one more question: what do you feel about the support you're getting from the Armenian community on social media?
Он говорит, как вообще сильно армяне тебя поддерживали в соцсетях?
Да, и по сей день поддерживают. И мне хочется радовать их яркими победами над большими звездами и медалями. одерживать победу. Поэтому я вернусь в тренировочный процесс и буду радовать и удивлять.
He said that even now, even today, a lot of messages in Instagram and Armenian people support him a lot. That's why he has the motivation for the winning every match. And he started his career in this sphere.
And I love that one video where he's the entire crowd is chanting Brazil, Brazil, and he's saying Armenia, Russia, Armenia, Russia. I love that. That was great. What was going on over there? Did you feel like it was you against everybody else because you're in Brazil?
Он говорит, вот этот момент, когда они кричали Бразилия, начал кричать Армения, Россия. Что это было? Что ты ощущал? Было ли такое, что ты чувствовал, что ты один против всей Бразилии?
Я убежден в том, что можно и одному воевать против абсолютно всех, но я никогда не чувствую, что я один, когда даже рядом со мной хотя бы один мой друг есть. И я был горд этому. Вот. И для меня две родины, и Россия, и Армения, и я рад представлять их.
He said that for him doesn't matter thousands or millions Brazilians around him. Even if he has only one friend right near, so he feels comfortable and safe. And he has two homelands, Russia and Armenia. And because of his Armenian, he was really he has courage,
That's fantastic. And did you get a chance to speak with Armand Tsarukyan at all? And he's a veteran of the game. Did you talk to him about your career and things like that?
Нет, я успел пообщаться с Армандом. Вот, у него есть небольшой опыт в грэпплинге, который он мне передал за день до схватки. И я удачно защищался от его прохода в ноги и руководствовался тем, что мне Арман сказал. Потому что я считаю, что у него не меньше навыков в грэпплинге, чем у Армана Tsarukyan.
He says that I didn't talk with Arman, but I did talk with Armand, me. And I gave him some grappling lessons,
That's fantastic. Lev, thank you so much for taking the time. It's a very good surprise to talk to you. And Armand, one more question for you before I let you go. You have so many different places that you've gone, Armenia, Brazil, Russia. Is there any other dream venue that you would like to host a hype event, maybe perhaps United States someday?
In the White House.
You want to go to the White House as well? That's great.
Yeah. After UFC, I will do event in White House.
But do you plan on trying to go to the States soon, or is
Yeah, I have the plans to conquer the United States. I want to make events bigger than the UFC in the United States. But right now, I'm really thankful for the UFC to letting their fighters to compete in my league. I know that they can just say them, hey, we're not allowed to do it. You are using our fighters. And I'm really grateful that they are letting to do it. That it is the part of success of our league.
Armand, I mean, you are the guy, you're a very admirable guy because you dream big and then you make those dreams happen. So whatever you're saying, I believe one day it could potentially happen. So keep doing your big things.
10 years ago, I didn't even see the UFC. I didn't know about it. I heard the UFC, but I didn't watch it. I was in a school, in high school. And I saw short clips of some Irish guy, Conor McGregor, who knocking out everyone. And I wanted to watch his fight. And in Russia, there is different time zone, and if I would like to watch his fight, I should woke up really early, like 5 a.m. And I thought, okay, for him, I will woke up and I will watch it. And there were 13 seconds in his fight, and he knocked out Jose Aldo. And I saw this, and I thought, wow, this guy is really crazy. I love him. And after 10 years, Conor McGregor becomes our partner. You know, for
Forged
me,
Irish stout.
yeah, Conor and Forged Irish Stout. And for me, it is, it's more than dream for this kid. You know, when I was a kid, I cannot even believe that my life will go like this.
Well, it's just the beginning, Armand. It's just the beginning.
Yeah.
And thank you again. And also thank you for, providing content for us as well and collaborating with Armenian Sports News. It's great to, showcase what you guys are doing all the time as well. So we really appreciate that.